Welcome to the Top 10s Box. Today we have listed the 10 best historical movies of all time for you. Let's get started. The Vikings is at the 10th place of our list. The Vikings is a 1958 American epic historical fiction swashbuckling film directed by Richard Fleischer. It is based on the 1951 novel The Viking by Edison Marshall, which in turn is based on material from the sagas of Ragnar Lodbrok and his sons. The film made notable use of natural locations in Norway. Despite being derisively called a Norse opera by New York Times critic Bosley Crowther, the film proved a major box office success and spawned the television series Tales of the Vikings, directed by the film's editor, Elmo Williams, which included none of the original cast or characters. Ben-Hur is at the 9th place of our list. Ben-Hur is a 1959 American religious epic film directed by William Wyler. It was adapted from Lew Wallace's 1880 novel Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ. Over 200 camels and 2,500 horses were used in the shooting of the film, with some 10,000 extras. It was the fastest-grossing, as well as the highest-grossing film of 1959, becoming the second highest-grossing film in history at the time. It won a record 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Cinematography, Color. It also won Golden Globe Awards for Best Motion Picture, Drama. In 1998, the American Film Institute named it the 72nd Best American Film and the second Best American Epic Film in the AFI's 10 Top 10. Spartacus is at the 8th place of our list. Spartacus is a 1960 American epic historical drama film directed by Stanley Kubrick and based on the 1951 novel of the same title by Howard Fast. It is inspired by the life story of Spartacus, the leader of a slave revolt in antiquity, and the events of the Third Servile War. It was the only film directed by Kubrick where he did not have complete artistic control. The film won 4 Academy Awards and became the biggest moneymaker in Universal Studios history. Braveheart is at the 7th place of our list. Braveheart is a 1995 American historical drama film. The story is inspired by Blind Harry's 15th-century epic poem The Axe and Datus of the illustre and valiant champion Sir William Wallace. Braveheart was filmed in Scotland and Ireland from June to October 1994 with a budget around $65 to $70 million. Braveheart was praised for its action, drama, and romance, though it was criticized for its numerous historical deviations. Nonetheless, the movie was successful both critically and commercially. Gladiator is at the 6th place of our list. Gladiator is a 2000 epic historical drama film directed by Ridley Scott. Crowe portrays Roman general Maximus Decimus Meridius, who is betrayed when Commodus, the ambitious son of Emperor Marcus Aurelius, murders his father and seizes the throne. Reduced to slavery, Maximus becomes a gladiator and rises through the ranks of the arena to avenge the murders of his family and his emperor. On its release, Gladiator grossed over $460.5 million worldwide, making it the second highest-grossing film of 2000. Critics praised the acting, Scott's direction, visuals, screenplay, action sequences and the production values, although its dark and brooding tone was criticized. The Last Samurai is at the 5th place of our list. The Last Samurai is a 2003 epic period action drama film directed and produced by Edward Zwick. The film stars Ken Watanabe in the title role, with Tom Cruise, who also co-produced, as a soldier-turned-samurai who befriends him. The film's plot was inspired by the 1877 Satsuma Rebellion led by Seigo Takamori, and the westernization of Japan by foreign powers, though in the film the United States is portrayed as the primary force behind the push for westernization. The Last Samurai grossed a total of $456 million at the box office and received positive reviews, with praise for the acting, visuals and score, but criticism for some of its portrayals. It was nominated for several awards, including 4 Academy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards. Troy is at the 4th place of our list. Troy is a 2004 American epic historical war film directed by Wolfgang Petersen and written by David Benioff. It is loosely based on Homer's Iliad in its narration of the entire story of the decade-long Trojan War. The end of the film is not taken from the Iliad, but rather from Quintus Smyrnius's Post-America, as the Iliad concludes with Hector's death and funeral. Troy made over $497 million worldwide, making it the 60th highest grossing film at the time of its release. However, it received mixed reviews, with critics praising its entertainment value and Pitt's performance, but criticizing its story and unfaithfulness to the Iliad itself. Kingdom of Heaven is at the 3rd place of our list. Kingdom of Heaven is a 2005 epic historical fiction drama film directed and produced by Ridley Scott. The story is set during the Crusades of the 12th century. A French village blacksmith goes to the aid of the Kingdom of Jerusalem in its defense against the Ayyubid Muslim Sultan, Saladin, who is fighting to claim back the city from the Christians. This leads to the Battle of Hattin. The screenplay is a heavily fictionalized portrayal of the life of Balian of Ibelin. The film was released on May 6, 2005, by 20th Century Fox and received mixed reviews upon theatrical release. It grossed $218 million worldwide. 300 is at the 2nd place of our list. 300 is a 2006 American epic historical action film based on the 1998 comic series of the same name by Frank Miller and Lynn Varley. The plot revolves around King Leonidas, who leads 300 Spartans into battle against the Persian Xerxes and his big and good army of more than 300,000 soldiers. As the battle rages, Queen Gorgo attempts to rally support in Sparta for her husband. The film received mixed reviews, with critics praising its visuals and style but criticizing its depiction of the Persians, which some characterized as bigoted or Iranophobic. Grossing over $456 million, the film's opening was the 24th largest in box office history at the time. Valhalla Rising is at the top of our list. Valhalla Rising is a 2009 English-language Danish period adventure film directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, co-written by Refn and Roy Jacobson. The film takes place and follows a Norse warrior named One-Eye and a boy as they travel with a band of Christian crusaders by ship in the hopes of finding the Holy Land. Instead, they find themselves in an unknown land where they are assailed by unseen forces and dark visions. Shot entirely in Scotland, the title is derived from the combination of Kenneth Anger's films Scorpio Rising and Lucifer Rising with a Viking theme. While the film garnered generally positive reviews, it only made back a fraction of its $5.7 million production cost. We have come to the end of the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.